Hello everyone. I hope you've been taking very good care of yourself since the last time we've spoken. So today I'd like to follow on from a previous video where I introduced you to different kinds of meditation. In that video, I talked about mindfulness meditation. So today I'd like to give you more information, explain to you the 3 different ways that you can practice mindfulness, and then send you right out to do some practice to try them out for yourself. So to remind you, mindfulness meditation is all about getting focused on the present moment. It is not about relaxation. It is not about changing your mental state or your emotional state, but rather it's about becoming more aware of what's going on around you and more aware of what's going on inside of you. Now, if you've been struggling with anxiety or sadness or loneliness or any emotion that can be a bit uncomfortable, you might think that mindfulness doesn't sound like a particularly good exercise to try. To a certain extent, that makes sense. But what mindfulness allows us to do is both become aware of what we're experiencing, but also allow us to get a little bit of distance from what we're experiencing. So in that way, we can become an observer of what we're experiencing. So there are 3 main ways that we can do mindfulness meditation. The first one is with a guided practice. A guided practice mindfulness meditation you might be a bit more familiar with. It's where you might sit with your eyes closed, listen to an audio file, or watch a video that guides you through becoming mindfully aware of your breath, your body, your thoughts, and your feelings. Now below this video, I'll link you to some other videos that you can give that a go. It's quite an accessible way to practice mindfulness. The second way that you can practice mindfulness is by becoming more mindful in an everyday activity. This might include, for example, mindful stretching, mindful eating, mindful drinking. And what that involves is slowing down, focusing, letting go of any other distractions. So if I wanted to mindfully eat my breakfast, for example, I would put my phone to the side, I would sit down, and I would take in the smell of my breakfast, the feel of it in my mouth, the taste of it. I would let go of other thoughts and bring myself constantly back to the present moment of what does it feel like to eat this breakfast right now. This lets you become more connected with your body as well. So if you've been finding that with everything that's been going on, you've been eating a bit more because of emotional needs or because you're stressed, mindful eating allows you to slow down and recognize when you feel full and comfortable. The third way that you can practice mindfulness is what I would refer to as a mindful check-in. It's the time where you just sort of, even in a very brief moment, you check in with yourself. You can do it with your eyes shut if you like, if you need to have that connection. But really all you're doing is pausing in what you're doing, getting connected with what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your body is saying to you, and what your 5 senses are doing for you. This can be incredibly helpful if throughout the day you feel as though your emotions are leading you one way or the other. If you've ever found yourself thinking, oh my God, why did I just get so angry at that tiny irritation? Mindfulness there might have helped you capture some of those early angry thoughts and angry feelings as they were building up. By having a mindful check-in, we're able to stop, notice what's happening with ourselves, and then decide what direction we want to go with our behavior. As we progress with this particular skill, we'll bring in some other skills for you to learn how you really do then use that extra space that you can gain by being more mindful. In the meantime, however, please have a go. Try having a meal and slowing down and eating just your meal. Turn off the TV, put down the phone, focus on what you're doing. Go for a mindful walk. Walk beside the river, notice the sound of the birds, notice what it feels like to be out in the sunshine. And try a mindful practice. There'll be plenty of links attached to this one. Take 5 minutes and have a go. I will speak to you soon, and I hope you take very, very good care of yourself.